have to stick to the rules, and you have to always consider other opinions. You have to find a balance in all the things. On the curves, are there any issues anywhere on the track? Smooth track and with no bumps and with no edges, because it is for their safety. My name is Normunds Kotans. I'm from Latvia, and I'm working for the Beijing 2022 Organizing Committee for the Winter Olympic Games, and I'm working in the sports department as a sliding expert. I have been working before in the previous Olympic Games in PyeongChang and in Sochi. And before that, I was a bobsleigh pilot for a Latvian team. This is a two-man or two-woman sled, so it's one person pilot is running and pushing from here, then jumping in the same way, and second person is running from back and jumping in. 2017, when observers and my current boss, Jang Shudong, he came to visit PyeongChang Olympic Games in the test events to learn about the organization. And they invited me here, and that's why I'm here. I come from a sports family. My mom was a volleyball athlete. My dad was a bobsleigh brakeman. My later end of my high school, so I started to think about becoming a bobsledder. Every track in the world is different, so somehow I survived, because sometimes I crashed. It was very tough after some injuries to come back and to do the sports, so I didn't continue. In the end, it turned out my best decision in my life. After 4 years, I worked as an organizer in the Sochi Games, so I fulfilled my dream not from the athlete's perspective, but from the organization perspective. I have been China for my first work trip here already in 2017. And after I arrived and actually start working here with my colleagues, I understood how open-minded everyone are, how open-minded they're for new ideas, and how easy it is work with people here. And at that point, I started to work with this project together with the organizing committee and the architects and the venue owner and the international federations to give my knowledge on planning of the facilities from the flows perspective, from the different areas for international federations and athletes, including the preparation areas, dressing rooms, warm-up areas, walkways, many other parts of the track which are related to sports athletes and international federations. This is a start block from where athletes start. They put their sled in a groove or in the grooves, and bobsleigh is holding a handle and pushing from here. And then they run for first 30-40 meters, jump on the sled or in the sled. Then, after I already started to work here in the organizing committee, the responsibilities expanded to many areas. For example, the biggest ones were education of the national technical officials and organizing their seminars and giving the seminars, bringing them abroad to teach them about practically how to judge the competitions and how to officiate the competitions. And then another part was planning of the sports equipment, starting from ice making to judging and everything what's necessary to operate the competitions. We have 16 international ice makers here and around 20 Chinese ice makers who are daily preparing and maintaining ice already from middle of September, and they will keep this ice until Olympic Games. We just normally pass the requirements what we have from the sports side or from the international federations. We transfer to ice makers, and then they are doing an actual job and giving us a feedback if there are any problems, and we try to solve their issues. So our job is to as well to coordinate all the work. I have seen so many different places and towns. I would say it's speed, how quickly everything is developing and how quickly everything is growing. At the same time, it's history, how huge is the history, how rich it is, how long is the history of people living in China. And the third would be the friendliness of people when you know them, and how people are actually welcoming you here to when you are in China. I have been in Beijing for more than 3 years, and last year in October I moved to PyeongChang. And gray peas first, and then add the pork fat and pork and onions on the top. But I just mix it all together, and it tastes quite like at home. I like cooking, but very simple things I could do. There are many things I really like from Chinese cuisine, and I will try to learn how to cook them in the future. And I always try to do it up to the best standard and to the best quality. I'm not sure if I can, how they called me, counselor or something like, I don't know if I'm like that, but I always have to give them as well some advice. This makes me really proud, and because this has been one of my projects to help people to know the sports in China, and I can see it has become true, and they are already experts in their fields, and some of them in their specific areas they already know more than I do. I really wish that these games will become a memorable experience. Everyone who will come here, I wish that they will appreciate and enjoy this Winter Olympic Games, and they will be satisfied and happy, and will leave with a very good feeling about the event. See you everyone in 2022 in PyeongChang Sliding Centre.